phases to run. What's got you distraught? It's negative attention.
Ghost, it's quite an easy job. Your only thing that you really need to do is make sure you stay on one level, so it's always going to be bent knees, never really straightened, and it's more of like a shuffling movement, so it's that sort of thing. So it's got that little bob, but not enough to be fully walking, because that ruins the illusion mostly. And always try and keep your feet turned out, because that gives you that bend and it's a lot easier to do. Not a full plie turn out, just a nice, not parallel, kind of comfortable first position. So for all of the characters, when you're preparing, make sure you start in a nice relaxed, this is what we call like neutral. So when coming into characterizing, you should always start with this, shoulders back, chin line up, knees slightly bent, so that way you can mould into whatever you want. So just slightly turn your feet out, shoulders still, and if you keep your shoulders nice and neutral, you've got all of this movement that you can do, so you can go still be quite floaty in the arms. So if you're reaching out for something, it's like that. So the main thing with the ghost is one level and keep everything slow. So it's a slow sort of just ambling along, bit of a bob, might reach out for some things like that. Turn around and turn back. Just keep going like that. Really easy stuff like that. You've got all this freedom of movement up here, arms, all of that. Really nice and free. So for the ghost, one level, slight bend in the knees, never really straighten, just give it that nice bob.
Best, but call it nothing. Maybe it's something, maybe a little bit, maybe it's something to it's all about ascension, I guess. Don't put me to rest. Go on and hand me your clothes. Take a picture or two. I can see.
Pumpkinhead, you've got more of a difficult job, so it's quite a lot you need to remember, but it comes quite naturally if you practice it. So your centre of gravity needs to be slightly leaning back. It just gives it that nice sort of, don't want to say angled, but it makes you look a bit more taller than you already are. So you always try and keep your back slightly leaning back. This is going to take a lot of core strength. So then you've got all of your freedom in your arms, so try and keep your arms down as well. And with you, your legs need to go into the swings. So it's that kind of, that sort of thing. So the biggest steps you can possibly manage, and your arms a bit like that. So you properly need to just throw yourself around. And then when moving like forward and back, so if you lean over for something, your movement of your upper half only really comes on a hinge, like that. So you're walking around, and you spot something, it's got to all come from there. So it's like that. So just really floppy, it's like you're a rag doll, but try and keep that backward centre of gravity, so it's looking like that. So properly get your knees up high, all of that stuff. Yeah.
Tears falling down at the party. Saddest little baby in the room. Fears, tell me fears, don't get me started. I get a little grey hair for every scare you share. Those aren't meant to bend. No, those.
For demon, your upper half needs to be quite down. So a lot of your movement is actually coming from the top of your body in your shoulders. So it's very heavy. So it's kind of hunch forward like that to push your shoulder blades out as much as possible. Sorry, the train's distracting me. And yeah, so it's that kind of walk, so it's all very heavy. I'll find a good example for it. And then quite a good bend in your knees, so it's all very, very stompy as well. So put a lot of stomp in there. Again, if you come from a neutral position, try and think shoulders forward, shoulder blades out, bend in the knees, and big stomp. And you can be quite forceful, grabbing stuff like that. And there's quite a lot of pivots and stuff like that. So instead of walking like that, if you need to go to the side, pivot and go. So it's very that sort of thing. It feels actually quite nice on my back. But yeah, it's very low, very low and heavy and stumpy.
And to bend, those aren't meant to bend. No, those aren't meant to bend. I hear your eyes and I see those cries. I hear those eyes and I see those cries. I can't be the only one who hears.
Sackhead, you have got possibly the easiest job out of all of them. So your posture, think businessman, think very upright, very horsey-torsey. So it's that sort of chest up, breathed out, that sort of shoulders back, that sort of raised head, sort of, you're on about town. So if you try and think about your posture always being aligned, so always have that line of your posture all the way down. Compared to the other characters, you're very straight-legged, you're very, maybe that good old sort of jolly arm swing, that sort of thing. The most difficult thing for you is really keeping that posture straight down, so it's very much suck in the stomach, suck in the bum, open the chest, arms back, and again with your arms back and down you've got that nice range of movement in your elbows and stuff to be able to do those swings. So very much, I'm all about now, and everything you do is with purpose. So it's like, maybe you straighten tie or something, straighten your tie, do your wrists, all of that stuff. So very purposeful.
Tears falling down at the party.